what you are about to see are months and months and months of work and planning and effort. For some, as far as the seniors who've been here for several years, they've seen preceding classes go by, and they knew this was coming, and we've had this conversation. I'll wait. It's just a rule the way I was raised. One person talks at a time. It's rude otherwise. So let me set a couple of ground rules, because they're already anxious. They've done a lot of hard work. There's some really cool stuff I think you're going to appreciate and enjoy. It's not just the stuff that's up here, but all of the message and what they're about. They've practiced and watched them walk halls. They've gone over and over again. But here's the thing, especially since going through some of my juniors are doing their presentations and sophomores have done some stuff, it's a little bit of anxiety. Enough so that some of my juniors were just too intimidated to do some presentations. Not really an option by the time you get to a senior, but my point is, one of the great fears in life is noted to be public speaking. And partly it's because of the way some of you will act towards those who are up here. So I ask for you not to pretend to be on good behavior, but be the people that I know you to be. Be the listening, respectful people. Don't make me come down to, because I will tap you, have a quiet talk with you, and ask you to come join me in the back, so you're not distracting them. It's not cute or funny to elbow your friend and do whatever to be distracted, because it's not about you at this moment. It's them trying to talk to you, and they've got some really cool stuff to do, and I don't want you to miss it. But I'm setting the stage so that we can realize that it's not just a project they're presenting and for a grade, but a passion that they've developed and an identity that they've formed for the last several months. All right, and I know it's not everybody's thing, and I get it, but for me, it's really important as a part of respect to have hats, hoods off in chapel. Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Okay? So hats and hoods off in chapel. It's a sign of respect. It's just one of those things. Okay? So I'm going to start with prayer, and then I'm going to turn it over to one of their managers who will then take it on there. Hopefully wait till I get back there to pay attention. And enjoy the presentation. Don't be afraid to ask questions when it's time to ask questions, but pay attention to see what you can learn, especially if you're a junior coming up thinking, oh, what can we do next year? Because this first class, not to set one class against the other, they have worked really hard. They've done some amazing stuff, and I am looking forward to seeing it from this perspective. All right, let's pray. Father God, thank you for today. It's a beautiful day. It's been windy and it's been gusting, but all of that reminds me of what you told Nicodemus, that the wind blows and we don't see where it goes, but we can see the work, and that's what you do in our lives. So to that end and for that mission, we want to spend a little bit of time turning to listen to what you have to say through this group tonight. In your name, amen.
My name is Ruben Lowry, and I am one of our managers here at One Love. And as Deg said, all of us are pretty stressed, and we've all worked really hard, so I thought we'd start tonight by just slowing down. So I'm going to sit down if that's okay with you guys. We talked about starting tonight with a big flashy video with lots of colors and effects and music. And that video would have been great. You guys would have watched it no matter what I said. But what good is a perfect video if the message doesn't touch your soul? So forget the video, let's just talk. Why are we all here? What are we doing? Imagine a tree. God is kind of like that tree. When you're looking at the tree with your glasses on, the tree is clear. But if you take off your glasses or you trade glasses with someone else, the tree becomes blurry. God customizes himself to you like glasses. He changes how he loves each person based on their culture, their personality, and how they feel loved. That's how God can love so many people all around the world, because he loves each of them exactly how they need to be loved, the same way glasses let you see everything exactly how you need to see it. God's one love is universal, and our mission is to show the world that one love. So with that, I would like to introduce our other manager, Emma, and she's going to introduce you to the rest of our team. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ruben. As I said, my name is Emma. I am the other co-manager here at One Love, and it's my honor and duty to introduce to you our teams, starting with our art and design team, if they can come up here. We have Ari, we have Maddie, we have April, and we have their wonderful leader, Simeona. Thank you guys so much. Next up, we have our research team. Most of them are up in the booth, but luckily we have lovely Charlotte down here to come say hello. Their leader is William, who's also up there. Charlotte can stay up here because next we have Web, which is led by Daniel. Charlotte is in that as well. We have William and Ethan as well. Thank you guys so much. Next up, we have our fabrications team. They are in charge of making everything into a physical form. They bring our designs to life. So we have Israel, we have Katie, we have Cabrina, we have Isa, and we have their leader, Sophia. Thank you guys so much. Last but certainly not least, we have the video and music team. And they deserve a very big round of applause because they have done some hard work for us. We have MJ, we have Ari, we have Daniel, we have John, we have Andy, and we have Felipe, their lovely leader. Thank you guys so much. And without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic to John, who's going to tell you about our original song. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John, and you guys have no idea how stoked I am to tell you about this because I'm a part of the music and media team, and so far these past few months and weeks, I have been in charge of composing our original song, both lyrically and musically. So let me take you through a quick journey of our songwriting process. So, Ari and I wrote this song together, and most of the time we just spent humming around, trying to figure out a melody, and once we figure out that melody, we would hum around with that melody to figure out lyrics. There were days where we would have multiple phrases and words that would suit with our song, but then there's also days where we really didn't get anything new at all. But after just wrestling with these lyrics and just trying to find a message, we finally got a song that suits both the message of One Love and a unique message with this song. We were ready to record. In this song, you'll hear me playing the guitar and singing melody. You'll hear Ari singing melody. You'll hear MJ singing melody along with multiple different harmonies. And other instruments in this song were composed by myself from guitar, piano, bass, and drums. I would also like to credit Ari and Felipe for editing, filming, and directing our music video. In the song, the verses start off with us hiding from God because we may get the wrong picture of who He is. And it ends with us knowing Him through Jesus and then realizing our need for Him. The bridge reminds us that it doesn't matter who you are because ultimately Christ came down for each and every single one of you and invites the audience to come and get to know Him. The chorus is like that anthem of when you finally get to truly know God for who He is, how He loves you, how He's reaching out for you right now. And it ends with how we are His children, pursuing to know that love because we need it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you The Love That I'm Missing by One Love. Thank you very much and enjoy.
Took a while for me to see it clearly. I was running and hiding from my occurring mistakes. But no need for that, 'cause I already have your love given to me. Now I can see it clearly, how you loved me from the start. You left me right where I was, whether I was in a cave or not. Took me out of darkness so I could clear my name. mistakes don't change how you love me. Nothing else compares to love that I'm missing. I need you. Now I can see it clearly how you love me from the start. You met me right where I was, whether I was in a cave or not. You took me out of darkness so I could hear my voice. See a love that was made for everyone. Turns out that we're your children looking for one love. Friends know where it don't matter. For you, so love grew up. Come see it, come know it now. The friends are where it don't matter. For you, so love the world so much. Come see it, come know it now. Now I can see it clearly how you love me from the start. You met me right where I was, whether I was in a cave or not. You took me out of darkness so I could hear my voice. See a love that was made for everyone. Turns out that we're your children looking for one love. Turns out that we're your children looking for one love. Turns out that we're your children you love no matter what.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia and I'm the leader of our fabrications team. I would just like to start by saying our music and media has worked really hard on that song and they've done a really great job in connecting to our theme and message overall. Our job in fabrications has been working with our design and art team in turning the ideas into products that you can both see and use. Another big part of our work was to make our products practical, relatable, creative, and overall fun to see and use. And now I would like to welcome two members of my team, Cabrina and Katie, on, but it looks like they might be running a little late.
Oh shoot, I said they're on the line!
Oh shoot, this is so embarrassing. Can you please help me? Oh my goodness, we worked so hard on these. Shoot. Hey, wait, check the bag. Here. Okay. This is so bad. Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay, it's live working. Okay, let's go.
This stuff is really cool, Cabrina. Can you show me some of it?
Yeah, of course. We worked so hard on it, and I'm so happy that we get to show you guys.
So the first thing I saw was this water bottle, and it looks to me like it's name brand Nalgene. Can you tell me about that?
Oh my goodness, this is my favorite brand of water bottle, and I'm so glad that we have my favorite brand with our logo and our slogan. This is perfect for your day-to-day, if it's to school or going out and having a fun adventure. This is so perfect.
I love it. That color is so cute. I also noticed these keychains. Can you tell me about that?
Oh my goodness, these keychains are my favorite. They are super good because they're made and coated out of resin. And we have 8 different designs, and they are so perfect for putting on your keychains or your water bottles or your backpacks. And it's so cute. I love them so much.
I love that. It's so cute. I also found these stickers. Can you tell me about that?
These stickers are so perfect, whether it's putting on your water bottles, notebooks, literally anything, because they're so durable because they're waterproof.
I love it. It's so cute.
Me too.
I noticed there was these boxes. Can you describe what these are?
Of course. So these are brand new, never seen before at NBA. These is our series of blind boxes. They're called lens spreads. You're like, wait, what's a blind box? So you have here different characters, and you don't know which one you're gonna get. Each one has a different personality. For example, the ferret has yellow glasses, which means that it's a sanguine. And you're like, wait, what's a sanguine? Well, you're in luck because it comes with a little card that describes it. And you're like, but what are the different lenses? If you take this little personality trait test, you just have to answer a few questions. It will tell you which personality you get and kind of describe it. And if you're lucky, you'll pull the same animal that correlates to your character, which is so cute.
That is so cool, Sabrina. I hope I get the same one.
I know, they're so cute.
So, also, this bag, the bag itself is so cool. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, of course. This bag is so perfect whether if you want to dress up or dress down. It holds so much, whether it's like your schoolwork or if you're out shopping with your friends and you buy so much stuff. It's so perfect and it matches everything.
I love it so much. Thank you for telling me about this stuff, Sabrina. And sorry we were late, guys. Thank you.
Sorry, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Simeona and I'm the leader of art and design. And besides designing all the merch and other stuff like that, one of the main projects that art and design is in charge of is the children's comic book. So, Ari came up with a story for the children's comic book, I illustrated it, and then I sent my illustrations over to William, who then photoshopped it, scanned it, and then sent it all back to Ari, who put it into Comic Life and created the final version, and we're super excited to share it with you guys. So Ari's gonna read it in like a children's book style, so if some of you wanna come up and sit up here, that would be super awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you, Simeona. So as she said, if you guys want to come up, you guys are all more than welcome to. Okay, so here's the cover. We have two main characters, Anna and Luna. And the comic book is called Luna's New Lens. Hey Luna, are you ready for math class? Ugh, I wish I didn't have to go. Good morning, class. Today we're preparing for a quiz, so take out your notes. Didn't we just have one? Are you serious? Okay, class, let's begin. Is it just me, or is the board all blurry? It's not blurry for me, because my glasses let me see. Uh-oh, that's not good. Now what? Mom, today at school I couldn't see the board very well. Interesting. And you weren't far away from it? Nope, I wasn't. Okay, I'll make you an appointment at the eye doctor. Okay, so what seems to be the problem? I was at school and everything on the board was blurry. This has never happened. Okay, let's do some tests. Just read out the letters you can see. Okay, let's see. A, D, P, C, I think that's all I can see. Okay, let's switch to numbers now. Okay, let's see. 3, 8, 1, 6, and maybe a 2 or a 3. I can't see. Okay, so it looks like you're going to need glasses. Let's give you a prescription. Oh, okay, thank you. Here it is. Whoa, so many options. Remember, pick a good one because you're not gonna be getting new ones soon. What do you think, Mom? Wait, no. I want these. I like the blue. I'm so excited. Mom, I like these. I'm glad. You look great. Hey, Anna. Luna, look at my new glasses. Whoa, Anna. Looks so cute. Thanks, Luna. Of course. I have an idea. Let's switch glasses and see how we look. Okay. Whoa, how do you see out of these? Me? How do you see out of yours? Hey, Luna, I know you didn't want to go last time, but do you want to go to church with me this week? I'm sorry, I can't. I just don't feel ready yet. Okay, that's okay. Okay, Anna, real talk. How is it so easy for you to see God and know that He is there? That's a really good question. It's different for everyone. I guess it kind of works like glasses. Like how mine didn't work for you and yours didn't work for me. Because they're only made for our eyes only. That's how God is too. He comes to you in a way that only you will be able to understand him, because he knows you better than you know yourself. He will meet you where you are. It's up to you if you want to listen. There's a story from the Bible about Elijah. God told him to go up to a mountain and he will meet him there. So Elijah did. He waited and waited. Wind appeared, then an earthquake, then a fire, but God still didn't show up. Finally, God came in to whisper to Elijah and reminded him that he isn't alone. God will meet him where he's at and he will give him what he needs. This story is a reminder that people see God in many different ways. Just like my glasses didn't work for you and yours didn't work for me. The way you see God might not be the way I see him. And again, no matter where you are, God will meet you there. I'm so happy you came to church with me, Luna. Let's get into today's sermon with our main verse, Hebrews 1:1-4. It talks about how God speaks to us in many unique ways and times. I feel like I understand it now, how God's love is for each of us, and how he shows himself in many different ways, depending on who we are. That shows how much he cares, and how much he loves every single one of us. The end.
Thank you so much, Ari. You guys can go back to your seats now.
I am so sorry. I've never done this in 20 years. I didn't think I would need to. I would expect all phones to be away. I mean, you might be filming. I've already collected 3. You can have them later. If I see it out because it's distracting me, I'm literally trying to pay attention to them, and you're either talking or making stuff so that I can't do that. This is not about you. So put your phone away if I see it out. Now, I saw some people in the back, and they're filming stuff. They're filming. That's different. But 2 gamers and somebody else scrolling through TikTok and wasting his mind on that, or whatever it was. I really don't care. Don't argue with me about that. Whatever social media is a waste for that. So put your phone away. I'm just stunned because in 20 years I've never had to remind people not to be rude. So please be the people I know you can be. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Me and Felipe, we recorded the documentary and we edited it. The documentary contains a process of what it takes to create a company. We also show more insights into each group. And we also put some tips and tricks for next year's class.
Yeah, hello everyone. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the process to record and edit the documentary and the music videos. So we recorded using 2 different cameras. There was the Sony a7 IV and also Sony a6-700, and we recorded those files in S-Log3. S-Log3 is basically a color profile that makes your file bigger so you have more information to work with in the editing process. To edit, we use Final Cut Pro. That is an Apple software that allows you to set the timeline and also do the color grading. So if you have any questions about the videos or the logistics, you can ask me or Andy. So yeah, enjoy it.
I mean, have you really worked with it, been inspired by it, appreciated its smell, variety of the colors in its leaves, its trunk rich in stories? Where I come from, trees produce life. My memories with trees were so prominent that everything outside my backyard seemed to fade away. Do you see trees the same way? Probably not. That's because we each have our own experiences, and these shape the lenses that make us see things differently from others.
How amazingly creative is our Creator, right?
Confused? Think about it this way. For you, what is love? Maybe love for you is like when we have a crush on someone, or the words we use to express appreciation for our family or our couple. Do you see it? Love is one thing, but it reaches different levels of meaning as we get to know it. It's the same way with God. He is love, and shares that love with humanity. However, this love is demonstrated in different ways for each of us, according to each person's love language, personality, and affection for the Creator. Our company's mission is to show that one love in its different forms. Are you willing to change your perspective Come on this journey with us, here, where land and sea unite to inspire.
Okay. Hi, I'm Isabella Garcia, and I'm in the fabrications group.
Hi, my name is Emma. I'm one of the managers here.
My name is Sabrina, and I'm a part of the fabrications team.
Okay, so my name is Daniel. I'm part of the web group, and we're working on building a website for our project.
My name is William, and I'm part of the research group.
Hello, my name is Felipe, and my group is Media and Music.
My favorite part of the project is by far talking and like organizing all of the groups. I'll talk to leaders and like make sure they're on track. I feel really helpful. It's nice to just do this together. As a manager, my job is to talk to Dad, communicate him through like what every group is doing, what every leader is doing, and make sure that he is like keeping on track with what we all have like set out to do schedule-wise. I think one of the hardest things that we had to overcome was the personality conflicts, because it takes a certain kind of leader to be able to like put everything that I'm feeling and thinking about and to put the person I'm talking to, like, to put their emotions above my own. That's the only way you can practically be a good group, is to put how they're feeling and what they need to do above what I am feeling that day. I have to make sure that they are comfortable and that they know that I'm here for them and that I don't want to hate them.
I think my favorite part so far has been like communicating, because like a lot of the time when I was building websites before for DAG, like there wasn't much communication, but now I can like talk to people and like assign them different tasks and like communicate between the groups, and it's been really cool. So that's definitely my favorite part. I think the most challenging part is like before I was working with Wix and like changing the entire way, like working with HTML and like learning. It's like a steep learning curve, and it's been kind of hard getting used to it, but it's looking so much better, and you have full control over everything you can do. So it's really cool, like different ways how to build a website. So our process of building a website, we had to like go and talk to a lot of people in different groups and get everything together. We have to like build everything, because the website kind of encapsulates the entire project, and you have to go and reach out to every group to get media files, to get pictures, videos, and everything. You have to bring it all into one. So the main thing is like outreach and going into other groups to get different like aspects of the website, which help build it together and make it look really nice.
We lay the foundation of the company goals by researching biblical evidence, what we're trying to prove. I find all my information usually from Google, just Google searches, Bible Gateway, sometimes Strong's Concordance, and
My favorite part of working in fabrications is being able to be creative and having creative people to work with. Probably the most challenging aspect is having so many ideas that coming down to making one final decision is the hardest. The most enjoyable part has probably been my partners, who've been super helpful and super encouraging in all of our ideas. In the process of deciding what merch we were going to make, we had a general idea, but we also had very unique things like the colorful keychains, thanks to Katie and Karina, and their ingredients. Overall, I believe our team contributes to the company goals by bringing our ideas to life in a physical way and a very colorful aspect.
My favorite part working in my group is getting to design this stuff. So my favorite thing that I'm working on right now is the keychains. So we wrote down and we drew out the designs of the keychains, and then we cut them out and then we baked them and they shrunk down. And then it was just fun putting together keychains and designing each other. The process of making the keychains, I already touched on a little about it, but I'll say more about it. So we use this plastic called Shrinky-Dink plastic, and then you write or draw your design on it, and then you cut it out, and then you put it in the oven, and you let it like shrink down, and it becomes like hard and then smaller, which is so cool. And it's like really durable. And then once when we have the keychain, we put resin on top of it, so the color doesn't fade off, or that it will stay like waterproof, and just good if you like messed around with it like on your day-to-day keychain. And then we're gonna add beads to it. The process of choosing and deciding what we're
was pretty fun because we got to go through Pinterest. We use that a lot, Pinterest, for our ideas. And then we have some really cute designs for tote bags, sweatshirts, t-shirts. And then we have water bottles. I've never seen water bottles done before, so I'm so excited about that. But my personal favorite is the keychains. We also have really cute stickers. And then we have like glasses. That's so cute.
I think my favorite part of working my group was that I was able to work with things that I like, that is film, video, and also music. And the people that was in my group was really good at doing this stuff, so I was really good like to work with them. We get a lot of good things, a lot of good stuff, and a good time. So I think that was my favorite time. Recording the songs was really funny. It was my first time in studio recording as a producer, and that was pretty cool. It's a good experience because you start with like just guitar, and then you record voices, and then after record you start to produce it. So you start to add strings and bass, and that's really cool. It's like building a Lego. So you start with just voices and guitar, and then you start to build more things, and it's really cool process. And when you get the thing done, you see, oh, I saw this thing like just one thing, and now it's all of it. So it's really cool.
For next year's fabrications group, my tip would be to first gather and see your guys' strengths as a group, and then choose a leader amongst yourselves.
Make sure you stay on top of it and have set hard deadlines that can't get pushed back at all. I feel like that's been our hardest thing. And give fabrications team enough to work and create this stuff, because it's a little bit more harder when it's rushed.
I think a good tip for next year's web group, like if they're designing a website, they should have multiple people working on like many different aspects of it and like focusing on their strengths of it, and it can help you a lot. Like if you have people working on what they're best at, it's way more efficient than like just assigning like people at random to work on different parts of your project. You want to actually find somebody who can work on it the best of their abilities, and like you should look as the web like manager to see who is like the best at a certain aspect of working on it, and find that person and assign them the right job. Because it can be way more efficient than just doing it without just assigning them random parts.
So a tip for the class of 2027 is get the work done. Don't procrastinate. If you do, it'll get way over your head, and you'll probably drown in the amount of work you have to do.
So for you student, as a let's do this project. A tip is enjoy what you're doing. Choose a group that you kind of like your work, and you have to know you're never gonna be like in a day that you're not doing nothing. Like, okay, today I don't have nothing to do. If you don't have nothing to do today, you should probably help someone else in other groups, or start to like work in a thing for the future. Because when you get close to the end of the project, so many things you have to do, and you don't have so much time. So if you can like take everything that you have and kind of divide the work with your team, and also in the time, that's gonna be.
To any future classes who are to read this project, start early. Do not wait around thinking, oh, we'll have plenty of time. If you don't know what your group can do in that moment, talk to Dad. He will tell you. But you are always doing something. You are constantly behind. But it's a good kind of misery. It's doable, but get it done quicker. Bye. Good luck.
Hi guys, my name is Maddie, and this is my lovely partner Isa. Today we created a game for you guys, and this game is an amazing way to visualize our company motto, same love, different lenses. We like to call it lenses of love. This game was created to describe the feeling of just the idea that everybody sees and shares God in different ways through different images and through different lenses. And so this game was originally created to fit 2 to 4 people, but we wanted all of you guys to play this game with us. And so we switched things up a little bit, and I'm gonna let Isa describe what we switched up.
Hi guys. So just like Mari said, we did have to adapt so that we can be able to show with everybody what it is like to play this game. So I'm gonna start with showing you what our actual game was like. Mari, will you do the honors? So in our actual game here, we have 2 characters, which is represented by 2 classes. The first pair of classes is our character of an ambassador. An ambassador is someone who sees God's love through their lens, and then they share that love through impact. They try to be a representative of God's love, and that is how they share his love. Our second pair of glasses is our missionary character. Our missionary character is somebody who sees God's love and shares it through connection. They ask you, how do you see God's love? Oh, this is how I see God's love. And through that conversation and connection, they're able to both build a more clear image of how they see God. So our cards here, each one has one theme and 2 ways in which you can share that theme onto other people. There's the missionary way and there's the ambassador way. And tonight, you guys are going to be playing one card. Up here on the screen, we have the worship song card. So you guys are going to choose between the missionary prompt, or you guys are going to be choosing between the ambassador prompt as well. You will choose based off of the lenses that you feel you have. And with this, I'm going to pass the mic off to Maddie, as she's going to explain exactly how you are going to play this game.
Thank you, Issa. Okay, so in order to play this game, I'm going to need everybody to stand up. Thank you, guys. Okay, so during this game, you're going to get to choose 2 different things, what you feel comfortable in doing. And so if you want to choose this red side, what you feel comfortable doing is this red side, you want to go to this side of the room. If you want to do what's on the blue side, you want to go to this side of the room. So please separate and go to the side that you prefer to go to. Feel free to talk to your friends about casual conversations. Okay guys, I want you guys to make sure to move completely to the edges, separate in your groups. Nobody in the aisles, completely to the edges. Alright guys, time to quiet down just a little bit. Okay, so if you are on this side of the room, you would rather walk up to somebody and recommend a worship song, okay? And if you chose this side of the room, you would rather ask someone how worship songs have impacted you. And so we're gonna have you guys choose one person from the opposite side and do your task, whether that's recommending a worship song or talking about how it impacted you. And I actually have this really cool bag, and it has some stuff inside of it that I wanted to show you guys.
Super cute One Love tote bag?
Yeah, it's the One Love tote bag that I think you guys should all buy. But inside of our bag, it looks like we have some brownies, delicious brownies, and also some Oreos. Yeah, some really cool snacks. And so, if you guys complete your task and you finish, you guys can come walk up to me, and I'm going to be walking around, and share what you and your partner have talked about on the mic in front of everybody. And if you guys share it, then you guys get to choose what snack that you guys want, any treat that you want. So, please continue and go on your way. We'll be looking for conversations, so if you do not have a conversation, there's no chance of getting a treat.
Listening to music with my friends, we sing together and we can think about the lyrics and reflect on them.
And the song I recommend is Our God by Chris Tomlin.
Okay, guys, back up. We're not looking for people who are lining up for treats, okay? So if you guys are having simple conversation, I'm gonna be walking around. So spread out. Do not ask for treats, please. We will come up to you. All right, perfect, guys. Just spread out, keep talking. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking around, so the treats. Okay, so we're gonna keep you two.
Okay, guys. My voice should be the only one I hear. Okay, now we're gonna ask for everybody to go back to your seats, sit down, and we're gonna continue. But first, we need everyone to please go back and sit down.
Okay, let's wait until everybody sits down. Okay, so we're going to be giving out the snacks later because that was a bit of a crowd, but we came up with three different groups of people that we're going to give out candy to. So thank you guys very much, and that was the end.
Thank you so much, guys. So, in the end, we got a little bit more into some of the depth of the One Love group. So now, next up, we have some people from our art and design team who made some biblical paintings. They're going to talk about one of their biblical paintings, and this is a story that represents our One Love message within the Bible. So I would like to invite up April and Simeon.
Hi everyone. So the three biblical paintings we are presenting today. The first one is a story that takes place after Jesus has risen from the dead, and it is found in the book of John. And Jesus appeared to the other disciples first, but one of them, named Thomas, wasn't there. And so the other disciples told him, like, oh, we saw Jesus, but he simply didn't believe them. He doubted. And so later on, they were all gathered in a room together again, and the doors were locked, and Jesus came in, and Thomas still doubted that he was really there. So Jesus held out his hands, which had been pierced during the crucifixion, and he told Thomas to believe, and so Thomas did. And when I painted this, I colored the lines connecting Jesus' pierced hands and Thomas blue, because it is a color that represents faith in many different religions. And it's hopefully a color that people will see despite their worldview. And I think that many of us through our lives have been in the same position as Thomas, where we want so badly to believe, but something is keeping us from having that faith. So this is a great story to remind us of how God will appear in a way that fits our lens. Now for the next painting is April.
I was in charge of painting the story of Moses and the burning bush. A story in the beginning of Exodus, after Moses runs away from Egypt, and he's taking care of a flock, where he encounters a strange sight, a bush that's burning, but it's actually just on fire, and it's fine. So obviously he goes on, he checks it out, where he hears God's voice say, Moses, take off your shoes for you are on holy ground. And he gives a message to Moses that will eventually free his people from Egypt. So while I was painting this, or I was told to paint this, I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, I decided to draw it through my lenses. How would I think of the story when I'm telling people? How do I read it? How do I imagine it in my head? How would I remember this if I was Moses? And so I took a bit of a creative approach, a bush with colorful flames making the silhouette of God. A moment so important in the Bible. A moment so important for Moses, where God came to him how he needed it. With that, I will give it back to Simeona to say our last painting. Thank
Thank you, April. So the story that this painting is based on is found in Acts. And the story is of Saul and how he met Jesus, or God on the road to Damascus. And so for context, Saul hated Christians to the point where he wanted to kill them himself. And so while he was traveling on the road, God appeared to him in a flash of light. And it was so bright that it actually blinded him for 3 days until God sent a man named Ananias to restore his vision. And this experience affected Saul so much that he actually started preaching the word of God other places. And he later became known as the Apostle Paul, where he wrote several letters which would be included in the New Testament, and it's a very important part of the New Testament. And when I was a little, I did this painting as if you, the viewer, are holding your hands up to block the light. But it's so bright that you can't block it all out. But God, like Saul's heart, even though it is hardened against God, it cannot block out the love God has for him. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed that.
All right, everyone. So I'm the leader of the web group, and we designed this is like the heart of our project. The website has everything on there. You've got our homepage, which shows our mission statement. We have contact pages. You can contact us. You can go on our Instagram. You can follow us. We have reels, posts, everything you would expect on a normal Instagram, we have on there. Everything else on the website, like our team page, has all of our teams. We have everyone that's been part of our project coming together on our website. And we also have our media page, which shows all of the videos that we've done. It shows our YouTube page, which I've also helped design. We have many videos on there. We have some YouTube shorts as well. We also have our merch page, which shows all of our t-shirt designs, our sweatshirts, anything that you could buy afterwards if you want. We also have downloads, which will send you to a Google Drive, where you can download any of the media that you've seen on the website. And overall, the website kind of helps encapsulate the whole project and is a really vital part in sharing our mission with you. So I really hope you enjoy that. And next up, we have Emma.
Thank you so much, Daniel. And thank you so much, you guys, for being a wonderful audience. We appreciated you guys so, so very much today. And as we are wrapping up right here, we want to invite you guys all to come up and look at our merch. If you want to buy anything, come through me or Ruben ourselves, and we'll get you all hooked up. If you did not get a sticker when you came in, we'll 100% get you one for sure. And we have other designs for you to check out as well. Once again, thank you guys so much. It's been an honor presenting for you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you again for those who I did not have to remind, for their time and attention. They did a great job. It's a lot of hard work, very polished in more than one ways they went through that. So you have an idea of what to expect tomorrow. And tomorrow's group's a little more, probably they might be a little more anxious because the size of the team is significantly less, and they had a lot more different things on their shoulders. But they were honest when they meant that they're selling stuff. Any of those proceeds actually go back into the Religion for Class Project Fund, so that I largely fund, and anything else would really help kind of defray what we spent this year. So it goes to next. So it's not like we're pocketing it and they're going out and buying ice cream. So it's to help the class itself of what we spent, as well as future classes. So yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Come up and look, come and ask questions. That's what they are there for. I'm going to be asking some, but if we could have the lights up, and I will close with prayer. Like the whole lights up there, so we can see. All right, let's pray. Father God, thank you. It was awesome. It was a great opportunity to be reminded that all of us see you differently. One sun, but all of us standing from a different point of view. One source of light, but how we perceive you might be different. Help us to communicate that you are that one true source of love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance, and faith. In your name, amen. Thank you again. See you here tomorrow. Come up, ask questions, take a look at the merchandise, and connect with the people up here.